What's good with y'all, man? You know what I'm saying? Got the hoodie on today because it is fucking cold. Right? Okay? I don't know why it's so fucking cold in spring, but it's cold. Now, of course, when making videos like this, okay, I'm gonna have to say that, obviously, I'm gonna have to do like disclaimers and shit like that because, of course, right now, I'm going to be talking about why I think XXXTentacion was not a legend, and I am an X fan. Okay, I love X. When I heard that he passed away, it was the worst, one of the worst fucking days possible for me. One of the worst days because this was somebody that I listened to his music to cope with anger and sadness and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because his voice was just very it was just very like he was just such a relatable person, to someone like me because I'm 22, and I'm 22 and X was like he's 21 now. You know what I'm saying? Or what I'm saying, when he died he was 20. So of course it's like it's fucked up when you outlive somebody that you seek. Like, he wasn't one of my idols, of course, but he was just somebody that I looked to for, like, just to cope and shit like that. I know I look weird like this. I'm sorry, bro. It's just fucking. I'm trying to be as warm as I can. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, so I'm gonna have to make disclaimers because X was obviously, you know what I'm saying, he was a great guy, and I'm not an X hater, anything like that, by saying that he isn't a legend. And that's what I want to talk about today, obviously. I want to talk about how XXXTentacion is not a legend. I'm sorry that, like, my opinion doesn't matter, obviously. But, it's people that like to blow this type of thing out of proportion and say, like, when rappers die, no matter how young they, no matter how young in the game that they are, it doesn't matter who it is. If they were liked by everybody, then they are called a legend when they die. Mac Miller was called a legend, and I actually think that he is a legitimate legend. And in one of my past videos, I said that Mac Miller was an actual legend. And Mac Miller is a legend of rap. He is a rap legend because he had like I said, the longevity. It matters. The longevity matters so much when it comes to legends because we need to see if you can keep up how popular you are, how you connect with fans, your fan base. Does it grow or does it shrink? Lil Xan, he had a fan base that was growing and growing, and then he said the Tupac thing, and now his fan base is, you know, I probably have more fans than fucking Lil Xan at this point. But you know, it's like when you get down to the nitty gritty, you start talking about shit like people start telling you shit like oh, X is obviously a legend because blank blank and blank, and you're not allowed to put up a fight because this is XXXTentacion. The rapper that they're talking about, they know more than you when it comes to this rapper. Really and truthfully, we're all misinformed when it comes to these rappers because we didn't know about their whole life. We didn't know if X was a woman beater. We didn't know if he was, you know what I'm saying? We didn't know if he was a docile, peaceful guy. We just know that XXXTentacion was a rapper. Not even a rapper. XXXTentacion was an artist who gave us his soul in all of his music. He did so much in music that is to be appreciated, and he was on his way. I'll say he was on his way to becoming a legend. He was gonna be a legend. Sorry for the stutter. He was gonna be a legend. I truly think that he was, but as of right now, he's dead right now. I don't think that he would have been a legend. I mean, whoa. I don't think as of now he's a legend. I think he's a great rapper. I think he died a great rapper. I think he died finding out what keys it would have took to become a legend. The scream rap and stuff like that. Sure, if he would have kept up with that, he would have been a legend of scream rap. Sure, if he would have kept up with his soothful, just like, you know, real rapping, he would have been a rap legend. But he's an artist. Is he a legendary artist? No, he wasn't. In no facets is XXXTentacion a legend. And I'm sorry if hearing that just makes you just feel like, what the fuck? This guy is a hater. Blah blah blah. This guy's you know what I'm saying? Because again, I love X. I fucking shit. I was gonna get an XXXTentacion shirt like fucking 3 days ago, dude. And I already know people are gonna be like, oh, he was gonna buy a shirt, so he must be a fan. No, bruh, my thing is full of X music, dude. I can't stop listening to Infinity. That song is so beautiful to me. Infinity, Sad, Moonlight. I know these are all his new songs. What about Vice City? What about fucking I Am? What about the Devil Spoke Me in Miami? What about, you know what I'm saying? And then his bangers with Ski. So why I think X is not a legend? X was relevant in the rap game, and I say relevant and I don't mean any disrespect by it, but he was big in the rap game. People really started noticing him when he dropped Look at Me, and Look at Me really blew up in 2015, relatively 2015 or 16, I forget. It blew up, and X was popular. X was popular for we knew of X for around 2 or 3 years. And it's not fair that he got taken so early from us. He was just a kid. You know what I'm saying? The people that killed him, I don't know their ages, but just real deceitful. You killed this guy that was gonna say legend. Fuck. You killed this guy that was gonna be on his way to becoming a legend, and it's sad that you did this for what? They said it was $10,000. That's nothing to them. Then why the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna get into that whole argument. X did not have the longevity when it came to, I think right now when you add up all of his views on all his videos, pre-death, he had around a billion, whatnot. Billions, really and truthfully. But add up most of his music now. Sad alone is almost at 1 billion views. So add that up with the rest of his music post-death. And XXXTentacion, if you were to never know who he was and you never listen to his music and you just started listening to him today and you start watching his videos and ignored the comments of people saying RIP, you would have thought this guy was the biggest artist. You would have thought, yeah, this guy's big. This guy's, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like Taylor Swift pulls massive fucking numbers. She pulls you know what I'm saying? Damn near 1 billion views on this fucking new song that she just dropped, and it dropped fucking a day ago, and the shit was at fucking 45 mil or some shit like that. It had tons of views, and I'm do you guys really love, as of right now, Taylor Swift has the longevity, and Taylor Swift is gonna go down as a legend. If she were to die tomorrow or tell herself I'm done with music, she'd go down as not a country legend because she just stopped with that. She'd go down as a pop legend because she pulls the numbers. She has the fans. She has the longevity. She has the consistency. There we go. And that's the most important key to being a legend. That is the most important key. Consistency. X, we would not have known if X had the consistency. That's why I say shit like Tupac. That's why I say shit like Tupac is probably, you know what I'm saying? It's disrespectful to say he isn't a legend either. When people say that he's the greatest rapper of all time, we wouldn't know if he would have kept that status. We wouldn't know if Biggie would have kept his status at number 2. At the time, they were the biggest rappers, and then our parents grew up listening to them. Or not grew up, but our parents grew into just keeping their shit on repeat, and our parents saying that, oh, these great, and everyone saying that he's the greatest. Oh yeah, he was a bad motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Look back in the day. In the 90s, people were listening to people like Tupac and Biggie. But let's go back to in the 90s in basketball, Jordan was dominating. he dominated the 90s, and he was still good in the 2000s. And when I say 2000s, he really got, you know what I'm saying, he retired in '03. But you know what I'm saying, he kept his consistency. Michael Jordan was good for his whole career. He started off great, he ended great. He ended averaging like 20 points or some shit like that, dude. It's like he ended up still leading his team, going to the I think he went to the All-Star game in his last year. Even Kobe went to the All-Star game his last year. Scored 60 points in his last game. Kobe wasn't one of the best in his last year, but his consistency of being a great player led off to him overall just becoming a legend in basketball. Michael Jordan was a great for his whole career, and even if he slowed down in his last couple years in Washington, he ended off being a legend no matter what, because that's how you know he etched his name and to become number one. When I hear people say that Tupac's number one and Biggie's number one, I don't really, you know what I'm saying, I can't vibe with that, because we wouldn't know if they would have kept their status. We wouldn't know if X would have kept his status, because, you know, it's like he's gone now. We wouldn't know if he wasn't going to drop like just bad albums after that. Of course, you don't just, you know, because look at it like this. Here's a great example. Skins was an incomplete album, yes, but Skins dropped nonetheless, and Skins had some songs on there that X dropped, or X didn't drop, but you know, it's an XXXTentacion album. Skins, people say Skins is bad, a bad album. Now, when people say what kind of songs do you like from X, they never will quote any songs, or they will never say, oh, I like this song, blah blah blah. 1 minute, oh, I like Whoa and all. They won't say shit like, you know what I'm saying? They won't say they like songs from Skins, because it's like, okay, you know, fucking, like, it was a bad album for X, and of course it's weird to say that X had a bad album, but nonetheless, yes, that's how it is. If that was one of his last albums dropped and he was still alive right now, people would be saying that he would have to prove himself after that. Eminem is one of the biggest cases of not having consistency. He'll drop good songs and he'll drop bad. Like, for every 5 bad Eminem songs, you get, you know what I'm saying, 2 fucking songs that will blow your fucking mind, and it would just be like, damn, this guy's fucking amazing. Case in point, he dropped Revival, it was shitty, and then he comes out with Kamikaze, and I swear to God, every song on Kamikaze is worth listening to more than once. When, you know what I'm saying, Revival doesn't really have the replayability, only because it's a bad album to us, because, you know what I'm saying, it's like, yeah, it's just a bad album to us because of, you know why it's a bad album. X dropped Question Mark. He dropped Question Mark, and then he dropped, you know what I'm saying, stuff like, he dropped Question Mark, and then he dropped, what the fuck was it called? Fuck, man, what the fuck was that album called? 17. Here we go. He dropped 17, and you know what I'm saying, those albums, both those albums are amazing, because when you listen to those albums, what you get is a personal X. You don't get the hype screaming X, like the look at my pants, look at me fucking me up, yo, hey, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that. You know, you don't get that X on those 2 albums. But his other singles before then, you know what I'm saying, you got Rager X. We were warming up to mature X. We were warming up to the X that was on his way. And then he disappears. He's gone. He's dead. You know? I feel like it was disrespectful to say he's disappeared. He's deceased. He's passed away. He was murdered by jealous bitch ass motherfuckers. By the way, I hope all 4 of those motherfuckers get the death penalty. No. I hope 3 of them do. And I hope the guys that shot X get the death penalty. And I hope the 2 guys that were just around for the ride get life. And they get their ass beat by prisoners for the rest of their fucking life. For the rest of that life sentence, there has to be like a routine of fucking them guys up. To the point where the guards got to move them to solitary fucking confinement. And when they get moved to solitary confinement, you know what I'm saying? They're scared. They're scared of even being around each other. But X died a great. I am not gonna sit up and say that X was not gonna be a legend. I'm not trying to disrespect X when I say he's not gonna be a legend. X did not have the longevity. X definitely had the fans. I think his fans were becoming cult-like. Like Tyler the Creator's Odd Future fans, they were becoming cult-like. And Tyler has switched up his style to where, okay, now he's still consistent. He dropped Igor, and Igor's amazing. Igor's amazing. Flower Boy was amazing. You know, Cherry Bomb. They say Cherry Bomb was bad, but Wolf was good, and Bastard was great. Bastard was great. You know, it's like that's that consistency we want. Two great albums straight, and now people are saying that, oh yeah, X. X. Tyler deserves to be on the radio and shit, and his time is due and shit like that. You know, it's like shit like that. Tyler's proving that he's a legend. He's still a legend. Because right now, if he were to be deceased, yes, Tyler's gonna be a legend. He's been around for just about a decade now. Just like Mac was around for about a decade. How long does it take to decide, okay, this guy's gonna be a legend? Rule the game, rule what you're doing for a decade. 10 years. Be a household name. Be able to have people, when they say, oh shit, you vibing with blah blah blah, no one should be saying I used to. A massive crowd should not be saying I used to vibe with such and such, because you know, people still listen to X to this day. People still listen to Tupac to this day. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, Tupac is a legend to these people that, you know, we weren't around for, like, imagine if Tupac was still dropping music right now. You really think that he would keep up with, like, you'd have to change your style up, man. And I'm sure Tupac would be sounding weird. Like, imagine Tupac on a fucking, you know what I'm saying, a damn, like a, you know, like a little trap beat like that. I don't know why I did the beat, but whatever. Yeah. Imagine Tupac on one of them type of beats. And then listen to one of his old songs. You know what I'm saying? Would Tupac have to switch up his flow? Would Tupac have to, you know what I'm saying? I'm fucking sweating. I'm talking about it's cold. Fuck it. I like this little scrunch look. Looking like a fucking caterpillar. But would he sound normal? Like Jay-Z, Nas, all these guys that doing like shit on these new trap beats and shit like that. Jake, you know, I'm not gonna say J. Cole, because he's, you know what I'm saying, he's, like he said, he's the big homie, little homie all at once, which makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Imagine Biggie on a trap beat right now. Imagine what's his face on a trap beat right now. We hear, like, you know what I'm saying, Lil Wayne on a trap beat and stuff like that, and he used to be on, like, T.I., people like them. They have flows that they can change up, you know, because they used to rap all slow, like, and then nowadays, T.I.'s like, hey, what the hell, yeah. Now you gotta rap fast as shit, because that's what the kids want. They want the hypeness. They want that fire. They want fire shit on a fire beat. And imagine Future rapping on a real rap beat. No, get rid of all the trap shit. Get rid of all the little clicks, get rid of all that bass. Get rid of all that shit. Get rid of the DJs shouting themselves out in the title. DJ Esco, if the Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of all them motherfuckers. Put him on like an old, like, imagine Future rapping to Craig Mack's Flavor in Your Ear instrumental. No, that's not good. That's not good. He wouldn't survive back in the day. And who can blame him? He raps like shit. You know what I'm saying? It's all about how you hear people on new beats. Would X survive back in the day? I would say Infinity's beat sounds more old style. And yeah, he wrote the fuck out that beat. You know what I'm saying? The face tattoos and all that shit would have him kind of revered by older rappers. But you know what I'm saying? That would have probably, if he was to innovate that back in the day, people probably would have been doing that way before they started doing it now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you need innovators. And X probably, if he was still doing shit, like if he was doing shit back then, he would have been an innovator for that stuff, man. Scarlord goes on to say that one of his inspirations for doing the Scream shit is X. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool because, you know what I'm saying, I still listen to Scarlord to this day. Scarlord is a dope ass rapper. But you know, it's crazy because to go on and say that you know, let me get to the fucking point actually. I'm not gonna go into any like supporting details with other rappers. I think XXXTentacion was proving himself. He became this mature rapper that was going to shock us all with these new great songs. Like listen to him on PNB's Middle Child. You know what I'm saying? He was, you know what I'm saying? He kept his old hype flow, but at the same time he was fucking itchy as fuck. I'm not taking this hoodie off, dude. Imagine him on, you know what I'm saying, he's on these, like he kept his old flow and he started integrating with his new flow. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that his rap flow is old, but you know, I mean is new, but you know what I'm saying, it's new to us, or is newer to his newer fans, because no one really, it's a fucking hole in my jacket. It's no one really like was exposed to it, because he was getting his name out there. So we got to know all about XXXTentacion. We got to know all about Jase Onfroy, you know? We got to know all about this cat. And I just say cat, bruh. I'm turning into my dad. What the fuck? Yeah, we got to know all about this dude. Now see, if he would have been around in the game, if he would have kept doing shit like this, because he was getting on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Even before he passed away. Sad was on the radio. Moonlight was on the radio. You know? I think I heard what's her face on the radio one time too. Jocelyn Flores on the radio once. You know, shit, if I could hear Magnolia on the fucking radio, oh my god, I should be able to hear a lot of shit. Okay? If you're gonna put Playboy Cardi on the radio, you better be prepared to put any fucking one on the radio. Not to say that he's a shit rapper and Playboy Cardi is fucking career suicide. That's a popular motherfucker there. But again, there it is. X is popular as well. If you diss X, like I think someone dissed X at what's the face's Ski Mask concert. He got the guy got his ass whooped. You know, people that destroy the XXXTentacion murals and whatnot, they wound up getting rebuilt by who? XXXTentacion followers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's respect, but at the same time, it's like, okay, say if a shitty rapper died, say like 6ix9ine or somebody died, and someone did a mural of 6ix9ine, and someone fucked it up, it's less likely to get repaired first rather than an XXXTentacion mural, because XXXTentacion was looked at as like he was a positive figure, even if people want to cling on to the fact that he supposedly hit his girlfriend and shit. But you know, his fans was becoming cult-like. He didn't have the longevity, but if he was stuck around and become a household name,